Hey guys, welcome back. Bolt Spider here, and today we're going to be going over the full set list for the Burst of Destiny. So let's take a look at it. We're going to look at all the new cards and all of the important cards in it. First off, we have Heritage of Light. It is a continuous spell card. If a Ritual Monster, Fusion, Synchro, or Exceed monster is summoned, while a monster with the same card type, Ritual, Fusion, Synchro, or Exceed, is on the field, you can draw one card. You can only use this effect of Heritage of the Light once per turn. Very interesting card for the 0/0/0 slot. But other cards that you have that are very noteworthy are the Flundry, Stritch, Toucan, Reptilian, Nami, and Coltal are all common. Gunkan, Suship, Uni, and Shari are both common as well, along with all the Penguins. I think that covers all the commons outside of something like Cupid Pitch. This is a level 4 Synchro Tuner Fairy that I know is being used in lots of combos, so that's one thing to definitely take a look at if you're interested in Synchro combos. After that, we have things like Urzartic Drytron being a common, and just many other cards. We have the Sword Soul. 2 Sword Soul cards are commons. Flundries and the Scary Seas is a common. Break the Destiny as well. Now we're getting into the newer cards. We have Night Sword Serpent. It is a level 4 reptile effect. If this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, you can special summon this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of Night Sword Serpent once per turn. This card is actually a very good extender for water decks, so I cannot wait to see what they can do. Then we have DD Assault Carrier. Cannot declare an attack unless you banish one card from your graveyard. If exactly 3 of your cards are banished, you can special summon this card from your hand. You can only use this effect of DD Assault Carrier once per turn. This card is interesting. I don't see it being played because it's specifically exactly 3 cards are banished. So that's going to be one thing to look out for. Maybe you can pair it with something like Pot of Prosperity. After that, we have Abyss Keeper, brand new Link monster for water decks. 2 water monsters, and it cannot be used as a Link material. The turn it is Link Summon, so there is that downside. If this card is Link Summon, you can special summon 1 fish monster from your hand to a zone this card points to. You can target 1 other fish monster you control, and 1 card your opponent controls. Banish those cards. You can only use each effect of Keeper or Abyss Keeper once per turn. I feel like this is going to help with the Duels of the Abyss set that's coming out next year for us, so we're definitely going to have to keep an eye out on this card. Then we have Apex Predator. If you control a normal or set monster, destroy all special summon monsters on the field until the end of your next turn after this card is activated. You cannot normal summon or set. You can only activate 1 Apex Predator per turn, and I feel like this is a one-off trap trick target that you're going to do to ruin your opponent's board, and it really depends on what deck you're playing. Now we're going into the new B Troopers. We have B Trooper Assault Roller. This is a card that I believe we already covered, but you can special summon this card from your hand by banishing 1 insect monster from your graveyard. You can only special summon B Trooper Assault Roller once per turn. Ah yes, we did. So we have B Trooper Assault Roller, we have B Trooper Landing, B Trooper Squad for the commons. B Trooper Landing is a fusion spell. Fusion summon 1 insect monster from your extra deck using monsters from your hand or field as fusion material. If this card is in your graveyard except the turn it was sent there, you can banish 2 insect monsters from your graveyard. Add this to your hand. You can only use this effect once per turn. One of the downsides about this card is it has the except the turn it was sent there. I don't like when cards have that text because it limits the options that you have with it. If you have a card like Foolish Burial Goods, which would have actually made sense being able to be used in this deck. Then we have B Trooper Squad. Tribute 1 non-token insect monster. Special summon 1 B Trooper token. Insect level 3, 1,000. For every 1,000 original attack of that tributed monster. You can only activate B Trooper Squad once per turn, so you can get up to 3 tokens, I believe, or 4 tokens, depending on which card you tribute. Then, some of the imports, we have Flip Float, Frozen, Brave Drive, Rebuilder, Threshold Borg, Cynet Crosswipe, and Cynet Cascade. All these cards are from the 2019 starter deck that the OCG got. So, kind of sad to see that. Then, outside of that, we also have Danger, Disturbance, Disorder. So, we finally got the Danger Field spell. It's not going to do anything, even though it makes sense that we got it since Danger Nessie went to 2. After that, we have Sword Soul Moye, Incredible Ecclesia the Virtuous, Ice Jade Tremora, Floowandereeze, Snowl, and Empen, Lord of the Heavenly Prison, Destiny Hero, Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, Sword Soul, Grandmaster Chizal, Zora, the Magistus, Conflagrant Calamity, and Small World, all being Starlight rares. And after that, Elemental Hero Stratos is a Starlight rare that we already know. Then we have all the supers that I'm only going to pick out a couple of them, like Floowandereeze, Robin, and Eaglin. Glad those are super rares, along with Destiny Hero Denier, which is nice. The new Reptilian Synchro is a super rare, so that's going to look soon so nice. Sword Soul Sacred Summit is a super rare branded in High Spirits, which is the Jubilation of the branded, is a super rare. Branded in Red is also a super rare for us. Floowandereeze and the Unexplored Winds, this is a super rare for us, so that's quite nice. Outside of that, we have Floowandereeze and the Dreaming Town is a super rare. Bayonet Punisher is a import to this set, so we got all the rocket cards outside of Boral and Dragon, which is interesting, but I can see it coming out in a future set. Now for the ultra rares, we have Rocket Caliber, Sword Soul Strategist Wang Yun, Machina Runeforce, Borreload Riot Dragon, Masquerade the Blazing Dragon, Sword Soul Supreme Sovereignty Shen Ying, Boral Code Dragon, Evil Twins Troubled Sunny, Sword Soul Emergence, Flundereeze and the Magnificent Map, Bee Trooper Light Flapper, Heavy Bee Trooper Mighty Neptune, Bee Trooper Assault Hercules, and Bee Trooper Descent are all our ultra rares, and we're going to look at the ones that we didn't know for the Bee Troopers. So we have the Bee Trooper Light Flapper. If this card is normal or special summoned, you could target 2 of your Bee Trooper monsters with different names that are banished and or in your graveyard. Add them to your hand, but for the rest of the turn you cannot activate their effects, or the effects of cards with their names. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, you can return this card to the hand, and if you do, negate the attack. This card is not that good. It puts the Isolde restriction on the 2 that you add back. That could be very useful. And being a battle negation is not that good. Then we have Ultra Bee Trooper Absolute Hercules. It takes 4 insect monsters. Oh boy. After this card is fusion summoned, it is unaffected by other card effects until the end of your next turn. At the end of the battle phase, you can target 1 insect monster with 3,000 or less attack in your graveyard, special summon it. You can only use this effect of Ultra Bee Trooper Absolute Hercules once per turn. This card is not so good. They should have just stayed with the link. They should have just stayed with how the links were, because that was actually way better than this. I was hoping for a link 3, but we didn't get a link 3. We got pretty much bad garbage, sadly. But anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this overview of what all the cards are, and if you want to take a look at the set itself, go ahead and go to Yugipedia. They have everything up, and I will see you guys in the next video.